Alright guys, so as you can see, we're in my workshop today. It's not really my workshop, it's my parents' workshop. I occasionally use it. But it's a bit of a mess. And what we're going to do today is we're going to do some cleaning and we're going to do some organizing. I'm going to show you a few ways that I organize my tools. And a few cheap projects to get you started and hopefully save you some money. Alright, now we're going to start here with my workbench. Now, workbenches are great, gives you a lot of space to work, and this one's actually pretty cheap. You can make one just like this for probably $50 in lumber. They're pretty simple. All it is we've got a top bit here, and then on bottom we have another lower shelf, you can see there. And there's a backing to it, but you can't really see the backing. Up on top there, we've got some pegboard. Has not very many tools hanging from it. We're going to fix that, though. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to clear off the clutter. Now, it was a lot worse than this. I had to make enough room to walk through here. There's still a huge mess. We're going to work on that later. Right now, we're just going to work on some tool organization tips. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to clear off this clutter, and I'll get right back to you. There we go. That's better. So now that I've got this workbench cleared off, we can kind of see it a little bit, and you can see that some of those boards have tipped up, especially these two right here, and that's because they're a little warped now. And so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, tighten those down, make sure we get a nice flat surface to work with. Alright, so it's not perfectly flat, but it is a lot better than it was before, and it's kind of hard to tell from the video, but those boards are pretty warped. I could just replace them, but I really don't have the time or the money for that, so we're just going to leave it as is. We don't use that bench too much anyways, so I'm not going to worry about it. What I am going to worry about is some tool storage. So as you can see over here, this is my pile of tools. We got a whole bunch of random sockets in here. We got drill bits. This is all just hand tools in this box here. So there's a lot that needs to be taken care of. We need to find space for it over around this bench. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make some socket holders, and we're going to make a nice rack to put all our screwdrivers in, and we're also going to do some work making something to hang all of the wrenches on. And that should get a lot of this hand tool junk out of the way and make for a much cleaner workshop. So, we're going to go ahead and get started on that. Alright, so here's how we're going to make our socket holder. We got a nice piece of scrap wood right here. It's just like a little 1x3. It actually used to be flooring, but we're going to use it for this. And I've got some nails right here. And I've got a drill bit and my drill. So what we're going to do is we're going to drill some holes in this board. And we're going to go with probably a 1-inch interval. And what we're going to do is we're going to drill holes all along here, put the nails through it from the bottom, and they're going to stick up through. And then what we're going to be able to do is we're going to take our sockets, and they can sit right on the nails. You can use any old nail for this. I'm using these nails because I have a ton of them left over from old projects. So we're just going to use some of those up and reuse some old materials here so we can get this done cheap. So we're going to go ahead and start marking this off. Yeah, I think we might actually go, yeah, we'll go 1 inch apart. Alright. So, I've got my board all marked off now. And we're going to go ahead and drill some holes. Alright, so I'm all done. Got all my holes drilled out. Watch out for splinters. So now what I'm going to do is take my nails and throw them through the hole. pushing that on through. And she's done. So, you're going to want to make sure you put this in a safe spot too, so you don't hit yourself on it. But this is going to go right up here. I'm going to drill 2 more holes, and we're going to screw it right into the top of my workbench. One there. One there. Screws, some nice ones on the floor here. A little bit more. One end. Flip the other end. We'll try to make it. This side's not quite flush. And there you go. So, that's all in. You guys can see that fairly well. I'll demonstrate for you here. So, now our sockets can just go on there. We got room for, I made room for 40. Which should be plenty. We'll have a metric side. And pretty much all but the small, this is a 4mm. It doesn't quite fit. But basically everything but your smallest of the small sockets will fit. And it's a great way to organize them. Check that out. Right there. We've got room, like I said, for 40 sockets up there. If you wanted, you could always take a grinder and grind off the top of these, so they're not pointy. I'm not going to worry about it. And because it's on the back of my workbench, it's not likely that I'm going to put a hand down on it or do anything to hurt myself. And even if you tried, you have to use some force to get those in. So, socket holder, DIY. It's done, and it was free. So, I hope you guys enjoyed that, and stay tuned. This is just part 1, and we're going to do a few more parts of this series. I'm going to show you a bunch of ways to do just about anything you want. So, thanks for watching, guys. See you later.